Tonight on Joynews Prime, the very first for 2021, we'll tell you how most Ghanaians chose to welcome the new year, while some chose to do it in church.
I'm Abdul Karim Ishao. I'm getting around with my friends, having a lot of fun because the COVID has been there, and now, thank God.
While others chose to cross over at entertainment centers, and the Kolibu Teaching Hospital also welcomed some newborns, including a set of twins.
Excited because I never dreamt, I never prayed for a twin in my life, but they came, so I saw it as a double blessing for this 2021.
Serving others were, however, not so fortunate to see the new year as they died in a motor accident Thursday.
The car was carrying 18 passengers from Accra to Ho before the unfortunate incident happened. For now, some sustained some minor injuries, which we think a day or two they will be treated.
In business, outstanding operational issues for the effective implementation of the Continental Free Trade Agreement to be resolved by March this year.
These instruments address potential challenges to effective trading and are critical in easing business transactions and trading under the single continental market framework.
Also in the bulletin, some students of the University of Ghana are not so enthused about the double track system to be implemented by the authorities when in-person tuition resumes this month.
The arrangement has not been done because of COVID-19. At least if the university claims so, I think that is not the reality. Because, unless of course I'm immune or I'm immortal, because I've been going around town and
the university authorities, however, believe it's the safest way to have the students back on campus.
How do we accept that there is a gap there? It's something we accept, and it's something that the university has been working assiduously at resolving. And but I do say that that's not the.
My name is Israel, and Joynews Prime is coming to you live from our Fanofa studios at Kokomlemle here in Accra, on your digital terrestrial TV, because we are free to air, and also on DSTV channel 421 and GoTV channel 144. This is the home of independent, fearless, credible and impactful journalism. Stay tuned in, and Happy New Year to you. So the world finally bid goodbye to the year 2020 with all the havoc and disruptions caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. Ushering in a new year, many hope will be a lot kinder. For most people who fill their places of worship to welcome 2021, their main prayer is that their lives should improve. Joynews' Maxwell Agbagba visited some churches here in Accra.
Members of the Royal House Chapel International singing praise songs to thank God for the gift of life. Many of them in white clothes to welcome the new year. In his end-of-year message, Apostle General of the Royal House Chapel International, Most Reverend Sam Kranchi Ankra, urged church members to keep a strong faith in Christ.
What did you achieve in 2020? What did you fail in? 2021. 2021. You are saying, oh God, send me help, send me help, send me help, send me help. They are declaring that heaven is open. Yes. God is ready to hear your prayer and your cry. It's here. 2021 is here. We are here. It's here. It's here.
Thousands of worshippers are gathering here at the dome of the Royal House Chapel International. The ushers here would not allow any church member to enter without a face mask. You will not also be given access without going through this disinfection chamber here. All members who show up here will have to wash their hands also before they get access to the main building. I've been speaking to Bright Davis. He's an event expert, and he says COVID-19 had a heavy toll on the services that he provided.
The upcoming year, which is 2021, everything's going to be better, and we hope that for the best. 2021, I just hope for the best. Everyone should have peace. Ghana should be back to normal, and everything should be on point. That's what I hope for.
Has been the year of the Lord. When God has shown his children his supremacy and faithfulness, above all, it drew many closer to God, because medicine couldn't help us, researchers couldn't help us, governments failed, and we knew the only source, he is the creator. So it drew a lot of people to God. For me, it is a unique year that will go down in history. Going on 2021, we expect God to lead us as he is done with us through 2020. And we know he is faithful.
I'm a health professional. I'm also an engineer by profession, and I'm a policy analyst. And for the year 2020, I would say the year has been a roller coaster. I am a health professional, so you can't take away the issue of COVID in this year. But we thank God so far. As a professional, I was a frontliner in the whole show. And the time came, we even have that feeling that although you have not laboratory been confirmed that you have it, but you have that sense of feeling and all those stuff. But God being so good, the year has been good to us because there's life and there is a lot that we are aspiring going into the new year.
Emma, where is your handkerchief? Come on.
The electrifying atmosphere at the Christ Temple of the International Central Gospel Church. Well, this is one of the 3 viewing centers created here at the Christ Temple of the International Central Gospel Church. There's a bigger viewing center just meters away from where I'm standing. There are notices all over urging worshippers to ensure social distancing and also adhere to all the COVID-19 protocols.
Janet Tole, I'm from South Africa. Okay. Oh, 2020 has been, especially in my country, it's been quite a challenge. I'm excited, and especially coming to church on this day, which is actually, I think it's an amazing tradition for the Ghana community, and which is quite different from my country. So, yeah, I'm excited.
What would you have been doing in South Africa around this time?
So, at home right now, sad enough, there is it's lockdown, so we're back to lockdown again. Traditionally, we'll be out partying, but this year, being the year it's actually lockdown. Everybody's home, lighting a candle and praying.
Founder of the International Central Gospel Church, Dr. Mensa Otable, has been ministering to the congregation here.
I don't know what 2021 will unload on the earth, but as for us, we will be fruitful. COVID may still be around, and it may still be wreaking some havoc, but as for us, we will be fruitful. Some businesses may fold up, and we may hear some news in the business world that will chill our hearts, but as for us, we will be fruitful. Somebody say, as for me, I will be fruitful. And though we don't have all the resources we need, as for us, we will be fruitful.
And though people may try to pull us down, as for us, we will be fruitful. And though evil spirits and evil people may hate us, as for us, we will be fruitful. Though everybody may be complaining all around us, as for us, we will be fruitful.
At the Action Chapel International, founder Archbishop Duncan Williams led the congregation in prayers to welcome the new year.
Well, with the tightening of COVID-19 restrictions in many parts of the world, some Ghanaians based in the UK, which is having to endure some of the toughest lockdowns, chose to make their way to Ghana so they could usher in the new year in a big way. Maxwell Agwagba again joined some of them who found solace in the pubs at Oslo and filed this report.
It's more fun here at Purple Pub. A lot of revelers gathered here. This is their way of welcoming 2021. It's been a lot of music, a lot of food, lots to drink, different colors of cups, red, green, black. It really doesn't matter the color of the cup. It is the content of the cup that matters, and that's what a lot of people here have been telling me. Gojo. Okay, and then you?
William.
Okay. Where are you from?
London. Gang shit, get me.
Let's get it
on. Benji official. All black out now. Okay. Music video out now. Okay. Blood ties out now. Benji official.
Tell me, Christmas in Ghana, what is it like?
Amazing, the best. Every year I'm gonna come back. 100% every year. Yeah.
What's Christmas like here in Ghana?
It was amazing. It was great. Like I loved it. A lot of family around. A lot, drinks, some turkey. Yeah, it was good, man.
You're loving it?
No restrictions. Yeah.
Tell me about the restrictions in the UK.
It's the worst. It's depressing. The whole country's on lockdown. So I came to Ghana to celebrate. Yeah.
You're loving it?
I love it here. This is home.
What are you hoping to achieve in 2021?
Hoping for no more COVID, get more blessings, good music, good vibes, get me.
Okay.
Everyone safe, everyone keep safe, get me. Live life, understand?
Okay.
Pardon me?
What are you hoping for in 2021?
No more COVID. No more COVID, simple as that. Yeah. Yeah. What are you hoping for? What are you hoping for?
What am I hoping for?
What are you hoping for?
No, more money.
More money. That's a good one.
A-team. Tell me about the A-team. Tell me about the
movement.
What movement?
You know what I'm saying? It's a movement bettering the life of ourselves, our others. You know what I'm saying? The A-team. Shout out everyone. A-team.
Movement from where?
From UK, reaching out to Africa, to everyone. Do you understand?
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? About the betterment of our lives as black men. Do you understand? So, A-team.
Well, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is confident of the major transformation of the country in the second term of the NPP government. He says the NPP government has laid a solid foundation in its first term that will ensure accelerated development. Dr. Bawumia said this at the Power Chapel Worldwide, where he welcomed the new year. Nana Jima has more in the following report.
According to the Vice President, Ghana is on a path to becoming a powerhouse in Africa.
We all have the responsibility to ensure that the country Ghana is made a haven for the collective settlement and not just for a select few. There is no doubt in my mind that some significant foundation has already been laid for an accelerated development. And we are confident that he who has begun the good works will help us to bring it to perfect completion.
Earlier at the St. Cyprian Anglican Church, Dr. Bawumia called on Ghanaians to continue praying for peace after the 2020 general elections.
Let us continue to pray for the peace of this country. Let us not take it for granted. Let us continue to pray for a even more peaceful 2021. This is the new year coming. We pray for prosperity.
Christians across the Ashanti region ushered in the new year with praises and dancing in churches. At Redemption Assemblies of God, head pastor Reverend Patrick Ajaman JB emphasized that individuals hold key to their success in the new year.
Ghana is still Ghana. No matter what happens, God is still with us. As long as we trust and rely on God, He will help us and He will help us to succeed. So if we trust in God and put Ghana into the hands of God, Ghana will still be Ghana. Politicians, don't mind them. I want Ghanaians to be assured of the fact that the land Ghana belongs to God.
At Aduato Church of God, message of the head pastor, Ernest Anyane Asare, focused on taking advantage of the new year to correct wrongdoings.
While others ushered in the new year in church or at entertainment centers, health workers at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital were busy welcoming to this earth some newborns lucky enough to have their birthdays fall on New Year's Day. Mamiesi Thompson reports 18 babies, including a set of twins, had been delivered by 11 a.m.
Babies Adichie Nobe and Chima Amanda in the arms of their mother Cecilia Okafo on New Year's Day inside the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. They are 2 of 18 babies delivered in the hospital in Accra on New Year's Day.
And I'm so excited because I never dreamt, I never prayed for a twin in my life. But they came, so I saw it as a double blessing for this 2021. So God has ushered me into New Year with double blessings. So I'm so grateful to God.
Adichie Nobe is an Igbo name meaning dear to God's heart, and Chima Amanda meaning God is faithful. Both names sound perfect after a year that has been especially difficult for many.
I pray that God, that these my twin babies, they will bring a turnaround in all ramifications of my life, both in my marriage, my family, and all I'm believing God for, that God will make them to come true. That's my prayer.
Rose Enima Kote, the principal nursing officer who saw the delivery of these children, is a midwife of 20 years standing. In her work life, she has seen many of these babies born on special days like January 1.
It is really special, more especially the first delivery, because the first delivery was cesarean section, 12:30 a.m. When we all started jubilating, the new year baby has come, new year babies. So they are all new year borns. So we are all happy whenever there is a delivery. Every time that edge is there. Whenever there is a delivery, we see the head popping out. Oh, we'll start screaming. Immediately the baby starts crying. We are all happy.
Zakina also became a twin mother on New Year's Day. Her 2 girls came earlier than their due date of February. She's very happy that her 3 boys can now have sisters.
I have 3 children, and I want God to help me cater for them.
The birth of children signifies a new beginning, and as the world says goodbye to 2020, a year that has been difficult for many in the middle of a global pandemic, parents of these new children hope their arrival will inspire a happy new year. From the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, Mamiesi Nyamiche Thompson for Joynews.
Well, some others were not so fortunate. 7 people died in a ghastly accident at Abusakopa near Pong on New Year's Eve. Several others were injured in the crash involving a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter bus, which ran into a stationary DAF articulator truck loaded with sand parked on the shoulders of the road. The bodies of the deceased have since been deposited at the Akuse Government Hospital morgue, while the injured are receiving treatment. Acting Eastern Region Police PRO Sergeant Francis Gumado has been speaking with Gifty Andwapia about the accident.
The car was carrying 18 passengers from Accra to Ho before the unfortunate incident happened. For now, some sustained some minor injuries, which we think a day or 2 they will be treated and discharged. Okay. But some are equally in a very critical conditions, and the doctors are working seriously to actually revive them.
Which hospital are
currently? Akuse Government Hospital and St. Martin de Poré Hospital at Somanya. This is where the victims have been sent to.
Have you had any family? Please go ahead.
Those who pass on, they have been deposited at the Akuse Government Hospital mortuary, awaiting identification by their respective families as well.
That was what I was going to find out, whether or not any family members have come forward, for this identification.
Yes, as of this morning, they started trooping in from their various locations to come and identify both the disease and then the injured.
The injured.
So the police command at Akuse are now helping them through the process, and we hope that by the close of the day we'll make a progress.
University of Ghana is set to roll out a modular arrangement for the upcoming 2021-2022 academic year. In what is being referred to as a double-track system, the university hopes to minimize the spread of the coronavirus disease amongst its students, lecturers and other staff. The system, the authorities say, will also lessen the burden of accommodating students. Per the new arrangement, freshmen and final year students will go to school for 6 weeks, starting from mid-January, whilst level 200 and 300 students will go between April and June. Some students who spoke with Joynews' Manuel Kuranting are also enthused about the idea.
The arrangement has not been done because of COVID-19. At least if the university claims so, I think that is not the reality. Because unless, of course, I'm immune or I'm immortal, because I've been going around town, and unless the other people in town are also immortals or already immune to COVID-19, all activities in town are going on normally. It's almost like nothing is happening. How different are those communities from the University of Ghana? If you go to Accra, the markets are working. Everyone is just no masks, no social distancing whatsoever. And a community like the University of Ghana, with learned people like yourself and myself, are the ones who must be babysitted before we can go about our activities. I doubt that. The reason I see for what the university is doing is because of the accommodation deficit. And for me, this approach is very mediocre, because what they are doing is that they want to use a modular system where they are able to accommodate all level 400s and 100s who are available and want rooms. And then the next module would also come, that is 300s and 200s, and they are able to accommodate all of them. Question is that putting up infrastructure to accommodate the growing number of university students? It's absolutely no. So what happens is that after they've done this under the guise of COVID-19, and then it goes well per their definition, then they go ahead and institutionalize it. And you know the implication of this is going to cripple all other student activities other than academics. I dare say it would even cripple academic performances.
The university has been consistent since it was shut down on 15th March 2020. It has been consistent. There's been no gathering. So whole week activities were cancelled. Even congregation ceremonies were done online. And this is just, just extending the consistency of the university. So it's not like they've been doing some bits of the activities in disregard of COVID-19 protocols and now are deciding just for what you say is accommodation issues to do this.
You see, I'm not accusing them of having, discarded the protocols. What I'm saying is that other communities are working. Not that I support disregard for protocols, but whereas there is that disregard and things are still going on normally, an institution that you have attested to have, regarded the protocols and worked with them, what has changed?
They just want to continue regarding them. David, the university just wants to continue regarding the protocols.
Well, that's very interesting. Now, what I understand is that the university intends to roll out an online system in the next academic year. And if indeed the idea is to just implement or continue with the standards that have been set out with regards to COVID, then, what stops it being rolled out for the entire student body from 100 to 400 if the whole idea is about COVID protocols? Because in fact, they are not expecting the student to come and then go for lectures. They are supposed to come and be at their hostels and then use the facilities that are available on campus to just go about their studies. So if the idea is just about COVID-19, then it is quite discombobulating at the moment for me.
The Pro-Vice Chancellor in charge of Academic and Student Affairs at the University of Ghana, Professor Nanaba Appiah Amfo, has however justified the modular arrangement for the upcoming academic year. She argues it offers the best means to minimize the spread of COVID-19 and ensure the academic year is not disrupted.
How do we accept that there is a gap there? It's something we accept, and it's something that the university has been working assiduously at resolving. And but I do say that that's not the primary reason why we are doing this. And in any case, I mean, we are doing this for this academic year. We are all hoping that now that we have vaccine, by the time the year is run out, we would have had a firm hold on COVID-19, and so we won't have to go back to having our 4 streams back on campus. And so I don't think that it's right to say that the university is not doing anything at all to solve these challenges, particularly the accommodation challenges.
So you just raised the point.
When we have students back on campus and we have to do in-person lectures, it would mean that we would have to have small groups of students, and that is going to really, apart from putting us all at risk, is going to wear out our lecturers.
Interior Minister Ambrose Derry has reiterated that security forces will deal ruthlessly with any person or persons found culpable in the electoral violence which occurred during the December polls. Citing Techimang South and other parts of the country where lives were lost, he said investigations are ongoing to apprehend the perpetrators. He said he has been instructed by the president to ensure the rule of law. Joynews' Upper West correspondent Rafiq Salam spoke with him on the fringes of an annual party he held at his home at Kokoligu in the Nandom municipality.
A confident Interior Minister, Ambrose Derry, noted that despite a few hiccups, the December 7 polls remains the best organized elections ever held in his lifetime.
I want to say that as far as the 2020, December 7, 2020 elections are concerned, I think the elections that I have lived through in my life, it has been the most peaceful, the most transparent, and the innovations that were brought in. You go to one polling station and they create a number of tables to make sure that in spite of the COVID-19 protocols that we had to respect, things went on so smoothly. I think that I can say without any fear of contradiction that the Electoral Commission has conducted the most peaceful, transparent election in the history of Ghana, and the security agencies before and during the elections did a good job.
He has no qualms about supporters of the National Democratic Congress embarking on demonstrations, but expected it to be done within the remit of the law.
And we have no difficulty at all about people exercising their democratic right, except to say that they were supposed to give police notice, and where they gave police notice, the police were available to protect them from any harm, and of course, making sure that they didn't bring harm to any other person. There were a number of unfortunate incidents of burning ties, destroying state property, like roads and what have you, causing unnecessary pollutions. Yes, there were a few unfortunate incidents and deaths.
Ambrose stated that the violence that occurred in some few constituencies in the country will be investigated, and those found culpable will be severely dealt with.
As far as the deaths are concerned, it's regrettable. The investigations are ongoing, and I can assure all of you that no one would be left if the person is found culpable.
You're watching Joynews Prime. We're taking a break in business, which is coming up next. Outstanding operational issues for the effective implementation of the Continental Free Trade Agreement resolved by March this year. Do stay tuned.
Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to business. My name is Darrell Kwao. It's been a big day for the Continental Free Trade Area Agreement. President Akufo-Addo has indicated all outstanding operational issues for the effective implementation of the trade agreement should be resolved by the end of March this year. A ceremony was held today to signal the official commencement of the ambitious trade deal. Here's the President speaking about the unresolved issues.
The state parties which are yet to submit their market access offer, that is the tariff liberalization schedule, to the AU Secretariat, would do so by the end of January 2021. This will ensure full access to AFCFTA trading by all state parties. In addition, all outstanding issues related to the various AFCFTA operational instruments, which were launched at the 2019 AU Extraordinary Summit, should be finalized and made operational by the end of March 2021. These include the online platform for tariff negotiations, the Africa Trade Observatory, ATO, the digital payment and settlement systems, the online mechanism for reporting and monitoring of non-tariff barriers, the mobile application for AFCFTA business activities, the Mansa repository platform to serve as a centralized database for customer due diligence, and the $1 billion United States AFCFTA adjustment facility to manage the adverse effects of revenue losses for selected countries. These instruments address potential challenges to effective trading and are critical in easing business transactions and trading under the single continental market framework.
President Akufo-Addo speaking at the official launch of the Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, which commences today. While still on matters of trade, government has reached a consensus with its UK counterpart to help prevent disruptions to exports from Ghana. This is a temporary measure as the country works to have a bilateral trade agreement with the UK government following the implementation of Brexit. Now, a statement issued by the trade ministers of the two countries gave this assurance. George Jaffe has details.
This consensus or agreement that have been reached between the UK and the Ghanaian government is very, very important because now exports from Ghana to European market would not attract any extra duties and tariffs on them, a development that would have gone a long way to make goods from Ghana very, very, very expensive. Now, following UK's decision to actually move away from the European Union called the Brexit, it meant that Ghana should now have a different trade agreement with that country. And Ghana was actually working to reach an agreement soon. But as at December this year, they had not finalized the deal. And most manufacturing firms here in Ghana were worried about their fate. That is why government of Ghana and the UK counterpart had to reach some agreement or temporary agreement to ensure that from December 31 going into January 1, 2021, there wouldn't be any disruptions to trade or exports from Ghana to that particular country. So what we understand is that this is more of a consensus that has been reached to ensure that exports are not affected, thereby making sure that Ghana might go on to enjoy this duty-free, quota-free from export that is coming from Ghana to the UK market, while the trade ministers of these two respective countries try and reach some agreement on this new bilateral deal with that particular country.
Ghana production is expected to peak in 2027 at over 297,000 barrels of oil a day. That's the latest report by Fitch Solutions research arm of ratings agency Fitch. Here's some more insight.
According to Fitch Solutions, this would be possible when Pecan oil field to be operated by Aker Energy begins production in 2025. It pointed out that further delays to the Pecan project reaching final investment decision in 2022 will, however, shift the peak production to the tail end of the 10-year forecast period. Additionally, opportunities at the country's oil fields provide some risk to the longer-term outlook for the upstream oil industry, unless technical issues are averted. Overall, Fit Solutions expects to see sustained output from the nation's oil fields over a longer-term forecast.
That's it for business. More news on our website by joyline.com/business. All right, it's time for Showbiz. And Noela's here. Hello, Noela.
Hi, Israel. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Happy New Year. We're matching. It's just that mine is white and yours is
Yeah. Starting the year on a good note.
Yeah, of course. So as you know, it's a new year. I'm excited about it. And some of your favorite celebrities, we brought you messages and their plans for the year 2021. Take a listen.
2021 is Sad Boy with Love Songs. That's my album. You know, I'm working on it. And this year I released a tape. That's an EP, how people call it. And it's 7 songs which features the likes of Medical, Kwesiata, Kweku Smoke himself, the big man. Big ups to Kweku Smoke. Love you, bro. And a whole lot of people. You can check it out. Champon Boys, for real.
It's 2021. Happy New Year to everyone. And this year I'm going to see more of me when it comes to movie. Last year was like a very rough year due to the coronavirus, and we are hoping this year gets better. You're going to see more of me on your screens. Yes, I have a lot in store and I can't wait to share.
I normally don't have a plan. Last year when I planned, Corona came, so I just leave everything with God, really. You know, I'm a God person, so
Oh, you're very religious?
Extreme.
You don't look it.
Yeah, because
get that?
The book by its cover, basically. If we who book now, so who read the that's how I am.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Happy New Year, guys, from the camp of the skill team. Keche 2021 is a beautiful year, and I mean, pray everything that you wish for, everything that you're looking for, come through for you. Let's go, the skill team.
Charlie, this year, dream big, go die. That's with the skill team. Boyaka.
I pray that we all experience an amazing 2021. It's been a very turbulent 2020. We all will look forward to Vision 2020. We didn't know it was going to be like this. So enjoy your Christmas, enjoy your New Year, and stay blessed.
You know, I saw Busum Pyong, and I was just asking myself yesterday, what happened to him after Atajwa?
You know, it's crazy because we have something on him, because I caught up with him and I asked him about how his bars seem to have gone down, and he's been explaining.
Oh no, that's what people think, but I think you know, I'm a whole discovery. If you discover me, you have to deep down my music, you know. So I think I have core fan base, you know. These core fan base are there. People thought it was a fluke and all that, so that those people were more what I said. But right now, those people that saw it is music, and those people that saw what I'm up to are still there. Trust me.
They're following you, huh?
For real.
So the last time we spoke, it was during the time when you released Atajwa, and I remember it was during the time that the likes of Diplo and Easy expressed interest in working with you. And I remember when I asked you if you've connected with them or not, you were a bit tricky with answering me. How far with that? Did you connect with them?
Oh yeah, I'm signed to Empower, so we are working.
Empower.
We have a project, Nina. You can check it out. You know, we've been doing music. It's going. You know, we basically not focusing on Ghana, so we are widening our wings. You know, so I'm signed to Empower right now with the deal Empower 30, and also talking about Diplo, we're still connecting to him. So it's all connections. You know. Yeah.
But anyway, away from him though, Israel, this Christmas, did you get Ma'am Louisa Bone Straight?
Oh, that hair?
Oh, you know about it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm impressed. I'm impressed you know about Bone Straight. But you know, it's crazy. It's a hair craze. And I caught up with Muesha Budong, who happened to be rocking her Bone Straight at the time. And I asked her about the hair craze, and she explained to us.
It's your Bone Straight, Right. I mean, what do you think is this new trend about Bone Straight?
I just saw it a few days ago. I was like, what is going on? I still don't even get it, but I guess it's about the hair. I don't really get the joke, but I just saw it a few days ago and I'm like, you know what? I don't get the whole joke about Bond Street. This is something we've been wearing, so I don't know, maybe they've just changed the name.
So you've had it for some time?
Yeah, a lot of girls have had straight hair. So I guess, I don't know how social media is every season and the trend. So it's something we've been wearing for a very long time, straight hair.
Yeah. Let's see you give us another 360. We want to see this Bond Street. Yeah. So on that note, wahala for who not gets curved straight.
All right, thank you very much, Sharon.
You're welcome.
That'll be it for the bulletin. Thank you very much for watching. Happy New Year to you. I'm Israelite.